Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Let's start with a song that I have no idea what it is, but it's been very requested. Is it a rotational thing?
No. This is the holiday version compilation things that they did for Acer Philippines.
Stop with the rotational thing, mate, because it keeps getting bloody requested, and I don't know what it is, and I'm bloody intrigued because apparently it's like three one mic or something.
No, there were okay. So I think the whole situation. This wasn't a fan meeting. I think this is like a fan cam of the performance in the event.
I see.
But there were only 3 mics available, and they managed to do the whole choreo, rotating mics for each singing part. Okay, so
nice.
I don't know how they
Go
did
on.
that. So apparently this is pretty impressive.
This is Manila.
Yep. Oh. So there were only 3 mics available. Yeah.
The fans are singing it.
You know, it's crazy. You see, like they're passing it on so smoothly.
Still.
Yes, Pablito, my
Pablito.
man. That's pretty impressive, not gonna lie. Ooh, alright. They're so good, they get so much energy.
Vibe.
Everybody on the crowd. Oh my god, nice! Did you see it? Are you catching them?
I am,
okay,
I'm
okay,
seeing all
cool.
the mic
Because
changes.
you're really calm for the coolness of this.
Trying to watch it. Like,
It's
trying
like,
to watch everything.
Yeah, me too. He's so good. Why is he so good? That makes no sense.
Really just looking at their left hand.
Me too. I'm just looking at the microphone smooth.
That's like when they did that egg challenge thing.
Basically, but with microphones this time.
Vibe. People love him.
Bro, they're so close. I would be losing my mind. Cool choreo as well. When did he get it? When did he get the mic?
People in the back and crack me up. Such a Backstreet Boys back in the day feel.
It is. How can he sing that well with all the jumping around? He's about to give that one out. Yeah. Woo! Okay. Josh and Justin are like out there living their best life.
Yeah, they're very tight, both of them. Very sharp.
That was insane. Good work, you guys.
He
That's
said they're like Kang Ning
crazy.
fan meeting and the Ji-sung go left.
Oh! What does it say?
Yeah, it says
Oh,
Kang
yeah,
Ning and
Kang Ning and
Ji-sung
Ji-sung
fan meeting in Manila. So maybe they were sort of like special guests
Maybe.
Yeah, these are sort of those special experiences that you're sort of like, oh, bloody hell.
You question everything after watching stuff like this.
Well, it also puts into perspective like the level of things. Sorry for interrupting.
No, that's all right.
List. But it sort of puts into perspective as well, like the levels of things. Like one of the things that was very impressive, like you guys also sent us some videos from like the Dubai Expo type of stuff when they went.
Also cool.
We've obviously just seen them in the Wish bus. And the interesting thing is, you know, we see a lot of performances and we see lots of music being played from all over the world, especially in sort of group settings. And it is very difficult to do what these guys do with a mic and in a scene, in a environment which is live, because the Filipino music industry really rewards that type of environment and really incentivizes that. And the public really also, you know, sort of pleads allegiance to that type of belief. So in a group setting with choreographies and stuff, and you don't have really a band or backing vocalist, it's just the track and yourself and, you know, 3 mics in that case, it's a horrible environment. And it's
really hostile.
The fact that it doesn't fail, that's already a miracle. But the fact that it's good, it's like, whoa, hold on a second, who are these geezers?
Yeah.
And the fact that they show, not only do they, you know, sort of shine, but then they showcase different personalities and assets and things that they do well. That's when you realize, yeah, you're sort of onto a unicorn here with SB19.
Yeah, but it's especially in this particular performance. So given that it's so empiric, like everything, it's so makeshift in the moment.
Empiric.
Yeah, isn't that what he means?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've always thought of sort of empiric as empirical, as from the word empirical. And empirical is usually to do with numbers.
Right. In Spanish, maybe I'm translating it wrong.
I don't know what you're trying to say. Trying to say.
Yeah. It's like, well, anyway, it's just kind of makeshift, right? So it's a little bit like making it up as you go in this type of environments that aren't really set up for them.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So especially given the fact I thought the fan meeting was for SB19.
Probably was. Maybe Kangming and Jisun were the sort of invites or whatever.
Right.
Because it is in Manila, you would imagine.
Still. So it's not really made for this type of like, okay, because if it was, they would have had...
No, they've all had microphones
and they would have probably had enough...
Backing dancers.
Yeah, or enough fallbacks. I don't think they were hearing themselves really well either. So I think that everything in this particular fan cam was very hostile, but they were clean in every choreo. Yeah. They even managed to understand when and where. Yeah. Yes, it was really nicely done. And the dynamics of the vocals never felt like they were left, like there was a low. And obviously there was 2 members that weren't singing.
Yeah.
And that's a huge impact in like the volume that you can create, right? So that was pretty impressive. I'm actually really like, well, okay, nice.
This is what the podcast sort of allows us to do, you know, is have a look at some of the clips that perhaps we wouldn't have, you know, checked out before. You guys send us videos that we wouldn't have, you know, never known about.
Exactly. Simply never come across them.
Yeah, not just sort of official stuff and sort of the more everything's perfect kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that I think that's when you really get to dive deep into the sort of the artistry and the group, and you get to find out what they're truly made of.
Right. So